Yeah, Sarah? Yeah, Sheriff Stephen J. Yeah, I'm back in my office from the world up above. Just in time, too, for the Children's Corner.
When I'm sitting around with my homework all done and there's nothing to do, I call all of my friends, they don't answer the phone. Where have they gone to? Where do you go?
This is too heavy, I can't move it. I need some help. Twirls and circles, boulders and sticks, I call upon Inks-a-Lot, 5386.
Not again. This better be important.
Well, of course it is. I need help moving this, it's too heavy.
How many times do I have to tell you? You don't need my help moving something heavy.
But it's too heavy, I can't lift it.
If you keep conjuring me up every time you need any little thing, I'm going to be forced to put a block on your spell.
Well, don't do that. You're the only wizard who hasn't blocked me.
I'll show you one more time how to move something heavy.
Hey, what happened to your wand?
Well, my wand's in the shop. I had to borrow this from one of the fairies.
Oh, it's very pretty.
Watch it, Alfred. All that matters is that it works. All you have to do to move something heavy is this. There, you see? All you have to do is take your wand and do the same thing. And I hope this is the last time I have to tell you that.
Oh, now I remember. You know, my memory isn't getting better with age.
Make a note to yourself, and don't conjure me up for the least little thing. I'm a busy man, and I've got a lot of art to draw.
Oh, I'm sorry, Inks-a-Lot. Hey, where'd you put that?
Yeah. Where did I put that? Well, you'll find it. Gotta go.
Wait! I hope I can find that.
That's better.
Oh, hi there, everybody, and welcome to the town of the Children's Corner, located in the world of the Magical Couch. I'm Sheriff Stephen J., the Sheriff of Slouch County, and today I am deep within Fantasy Forest, having just entered the town of Whimsy. And yes, you guessed it, Whimsy happens to be an alphabet chef word of interest. Whimsy. W-H-I-M-S-E-Y. Or sometimes without the E. Both spellings are correct. Whimsy, meaning a sense of humor or playfulness. Quaint, fanciful. I don't know what fanciful quite means, but anyway, it describes this town to a T. Because Whimsy is the town all of the wizards live in. And the wizards that live here are artists, and they're very, very talented. You know, they create jewelry, they paint, they do sculptures, they do pottery, whatever. They each have their own little niche, if you will. And I'm here to see Lord Alfred. I hired him a couple of weeks ago to make me a slouch jug. He's a potter and a sculptor. He told me to come back in a few weeks to see how he's progressed. So that's why I'm here today. Now, Lord Alfred is also known as the Dragon Keeper. Now, why, I'm not sure. I think he has a couple dragons because he did take out a couple of licenses from Town Hall not too long ago. You know, we do have leash laws here in the world of the Magical Couch. But at any rate, he's a great sculptor, and behind me is one of the pieces he's actually made, and it's full of mermaids. It's called Mermaid Island, and he loves it. He doesn't go anywhere without it. So if you see this sculpture or sculptures, you know that Lord Alfred is close by. So he's around here somewhere, and I'd like to meet up with him, see how he's progressed with that slouch jug he's making for me. Here he is, he's right over here.
Sheriff! Over here!
Don't wave the wand! Don't wave the wand! Oh, not again.
Where'd he disappear to? Oops. Now that's two things I gotta go find. Might as well start over here.
Hey, Sheriff. Great for you to drop by.
Yeah, well, you know why I dropped by, don't you?
Well, I got my ideas.
Oh, yeah, you got him right. Lord Alfred again.
That guy.
I wish they'd take his wand away from him.
I tell you what, some of the experiences I've had with him, yeah, they should.
Well, anyhow, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm sure you can whip me back. Hey, what are you doing?
Well, I'm working on a drawing of victory chimes off a lighthouse.
Victory chimes? Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
You
victory
know-
chimes.
You know, my buddy, maybe you know him, Robert Skoglund or Skoglund, depending on, it's Swedish, how you pronounce it. But he's a humble farmer. And he was telling me how when he was in his early 20s, he worked on a boat, and it was a Victory Chimes. I didn't know that boat was still around.
It's been around for a long time. It was built in 1900.
So, what inspires you to draw this particular line art?
Well, I wanted to do a schooner, and I wanted it to be off a lighthouse.
Okay.
So I went out in a sailboat, and I took research photos.
Okay.
I took a research photo that I liked of Victory Chimes,
Mm-hmm.
and then I took a photo of the lighthouse, the view I wanted of that.
So the Victory Chimes in this line art didn't actually sail
No,
by that
it-
lighthouse.
I'm putting it together the way I want to see it.
So you took how many photographs?
3 different photos.
And you took the 3 different photos, and from there, that inspired you to draw this picture. And look how you draw how do you get all the dark and how do you do this?
Well, what I've been working through recently is a 5-inch magnifying glass. Get the detail. So I lay it all out with a hard lead 6H pencil.
Okay.
So ink is permanent. So what I want to do is get a very detailed drawing of the sea, the lighthouse, and the ship. Most of my time is spent on the moving body of water. That's where the real
That
time
looks like
is.
a real picture.
Well, that's what I want.
You're a very talented man.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. How many of these have you made?
Well, over the years, I've probably got 70 or 80 different scenes that I've done around the world.
You know, you wizards out here in the town of Whimsy are absolutely awesome. You guys are some pretty good artists.
Well-
You know, I was actually in town because I was trying to get Lord Alfred to show me a project that I've commissioned him to do.
Wonderful.
And he's a very talented artist as well, but I better get back to him. But this was very interesting.
Well, thank you.
And wish you the best on this. It's amazing what you do. Now, can you put me back, kind of whiz me back, do you mind?
All right, so you're off to see
Yeah, the wizard.
the Wizard Alfred.
Yeah,
All right.
Wizard Alfred.
If
oh,
you, if you
help me.
must.
Somebody help me.
All right, my friend. Nice guy, that sheriff.
Well, that's zapping me around. It's giving me a headache.
There you are, Sheriff. I thought you'd show up sometime.
Yeah, you know, by the way, thanks a lot for that. Hey, speaking of a lot, I just came back from Inksalot. That is one talented wizard.
Yes. I just finished that slouch jug for you, Sheriff.
You did?
I did. Came out great.
Well, I'm excited about it. What are you doing with this thing? What's that?
This is a wax sculpture of a wizard that I'm going to make into a bronze sculpture.
And what's this thing?
This thing here is my torch. Let me turn it down a little bit. And I use that to melt my wax, my tools. And this one's almost done. And so what I'm going to do with this now is I'm going to attach this to this little wax cup like this. And then I'm going to attach some little wax sprues so that I can pour the metal in.
So they're like tubes then?
They are. This will actually go upside down. I have to think about how the metal is going to flow into it. And then I'm going to take this and put it into a round cylinder,
Okay.
and I'm going to pour plaster and sand in it, so I'll make a mold around it. That's called investment. And then I'm going to take that and put it in my kiln, which is like a big oven,
Okay.
and I'm going to fire it or cook it for
Okay.
about 36 hours.
Wow. Long
Now
time.
the reason why I do that, Sheriff, is I have to get all of the moisture out of the mold, because
Okay.
it's a dangerous thing to do. And if
It
I
is.
pour hot metal into something that has moisture in it, boop, gonna blow right
wait,
up.
wait. How does that go?
Boop.
There you go. So, okay. So you pour it in there, and then I guess you put it in your kiln, and the wax evaporates.
The wax is gone.
Right.
And so now that's called negative space.
Negative space.
And then I'm going to start melting my bronze down in my foundry, and I'm going to take the mold, and I'm going to put the mold into a sandbox. So now I have this in sand.
So wait a minute, let me try to take it up from this point. After you've poured in the hot metal into the plaster mold in the sandbox, you're going to let it cool. You're going to take that out of the sandbox and take something and smash it open, break it open.
I'm going to break it open. What was wax
I
will then
see.
be bronze.
And then you got to clean it up and cut stuff
A
off.
lot of work left to do.
A lot of work. So of that whole procedure, what do you think is the hardest part of it?
The hardest part, probably for me, would be the pouring of the metal.
I see.
Because, one, it's dangerous, and two, I can't find anybody to help me pour it. Even Inkslot won't.
Well, I knew he was a very talented wizard. Now I know he's a very smart wizard. Well, I'm sure if you think about it, there's a wizard out there, a lot of them in Whimsy here, that somebody out there must be able to help you.
Yeah, but who?
Oh, well, looks like I will be helping you today.
You sure will, Sheriff.
So what is this place?
This place is my foundry. My foundry is where I melt my metal that goes into my bronze sculptures.
I see. Well, your foundry is a mess.
I just cleaned this place.
Well, you get yourself a cleaning lady. So, okay, we're in the foundry. What's this? What am I wearing? Well, you're dressed kind of funny yourself. What
Well,
happened to
these
your
are all special garments that we have to wear so that we won't get burnt, because it's a little bit dangerous, Sheriff.
And this right here is,
That's my furnace.
okay, that's your first. That's what I thought it was. Just wanted to make sure. So what's the first thing you do when you want to melt down your bronze? I mean, you get it all prepared to go. What do you do?
The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my bronze.
Okay.
Bronze is copper and tin.
Copper and tin, yeah, okay.
I put my bronze in the furnace. Goes in a crucible.
I see.
A crucible holds the metal. We're going to fire it up to 2200 degrees. You know, that's hotter than dragon fire.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Dragonfire is pretty hot from what I understand.
And then, at 2200 degrees, we're going to shut it off. We're going to reach in, pull it out, and we're going to pour it and make ingots. And ingots are little rectangular shapes that I use later on to make the sculpture.
So you make your ingots, and then later on you'll remelt the ingots to pour into your, whatever you're making.
You got it.
Now when you say we, you mean us.
You.
So 2200 degrees.
You.
Red, hot, molten metal, and you were... Okay! Sounds like fun. So I guess you gotta put the metal into the crucible now, right?
I've already done it.
So the metal's already in there.
The metal's already in there.
And the crucible's already in there.
And the crucible's already in there.
Okay, so now you're gonna light the furnace. So after you light the furnace, how long does it take for this furnace, after you light it, to get up to 2200 degrees?
It takes about a half an hour to an hour.
Well, I don't know if I have enough kind of time.
Well, I can maybe speed it up just a little bit with one of my spells.
Oh, gosh.
I learned this from Inkslot, so
Oh,
you can
oh.
rest assured it's going to be okay.
Well, I don't know.
I'm going to go soup can, trash can, can.
Whoa! It worked!
What do you expect?
I expect it to be a little lower in volume. It's kind of loud, isn't
It's going to
it?
get a lot louder than this.
What?
It's going to get a lot louder than this.
What do you mean? Was that necessary?
What?
I said, was that necessary?
Yeah.
What do we do next?
That's melted. I'm going to put on the
Nice and quiet. I love it. Okay,
All
now,
right, Sheriff.
here we go.
That's the ingot mold. It's nice and warm, ready to be poured.
Okay,
Set that down there.
all right.
All right. Now I'm going to take off the lid.
Okay. Woo! Whoa! Oh my gosh. Red hot molten metal. It looks dangerous. What's that?
These are lifting tongs to get it out.
The lifting tongs.
It looks good, Sheriff.
Oh, good. I'm a little nervous. Whoa! Whoa!
Pull back.
Okay. Looks good.
Hold on, let me take this off.
Okay.
Okay, now wait a minute.
Wow! Look at that. I
Now,
can move
lift
this.
this up a little, and you're going to put that on the edge.
Okay. And I pull this
Work your end up.
Okay.
There you go. No,
Got it.
that's going to catch the lid.
like that.
Yeah, now
Now
just
put it.
don't touch the crucible. Don't touch the crucible. Lift your hand on that end. No, that end. And then
Wait a minute. Let me just
pull that trigger back. Not that there. No, the other one.
This one? Oh! I
Hey,
got it.
Sheriff!
Oh gosh! This is above my
I should
pay
have had
scale.
Black Bart do this.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, now.
All right.
Yep. I'm going to skim off that metal.
Okay.
This stuff is called slag. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Put that back there. And the sand, I guess.
Oh boy. Okay. Well.
Grab hold, Sheriff.
Oh boy. Just a minute. I dropped the glove. I'm nervous. Okay. I'm sorry, but it's so hot in here. I thought I took the glove off for a
Here
minute.
we go, Sheriff.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna pour. Okay, and you're doing the pouring. I'm
I'm
just
doing the
holding
pouring.
up. You do
Hold
the
this
pouring.
real well.
Here we go. Here we go. Whoa! Look at that.
1,
Okay. 2. Okay.
no, 2. That's good.
2. That's good. Ah.
Get it all.
All right.
Shake it all.
Okay. Oh.
Let's
Wow.
undo that and let it down.
Undo this.
We're going to set this. This is called the pouring shank, this thing.
Pouring shank.
Woo!
Whoa! Take that glove off again. Wow! Look at that. Oh. Wait a minute. I gotta take my gloves. Okay, my gloves are off. Woo! That's hot.
What do you think?
I think it's great. What do we do now?
Now we're out of here. 1Z, 2Z, 3Z, homesy.
Hey, we're back again.
Back again.
And you're dressed normally. That is if wizard's clothing is normal. So, that was adventurous and very hot. But anyway, we got through it. And,
Hey,
I like
Sheriff, I've got that slouch jug for you.
well, I can hardly wait to see it. Where is it?
It's right there.
Ouchie, ouchie, slouchy, couchy. Oh, there it is. Let me take a look at this thing. Let's see.
Came out good, Sheriff.
That looks really nice. So, is it harder to make one of these clay pots than it is to make a bronze sculpture?
Well, Sheriff, it's a whole different process. The first thing I do is I start with my clay, which is my own mixture.
I see.
Different kinds of clay.
I see. All mixed together.
And so what I do first is I take something called a bat. Now I have a stack of bats, and I take one of the bats and I attach it to the wheel. I have to center the clay into the center of the wheel. And to do that, I put my hands on the clay and I bring the clay up in the air with equal pressure. And then when I come down on the clay to bring it down is when I'm actually centering it.
I see.
And I'm pushing in and down. So then once the clay is centered, then I take my thumbs usually, and I go down in with my thumbs, and I make a little hole, and then I reach in and I grab the clay and I open it up, and then I also kind of bring it back in again because I want to make a tall cylinder. And then this is called pulling the wall. This is where I actually get the height of the pot. And where this is going to be a jug, I'm going to do this one actually in 2 parts. Okay, after I've made the 2 sections, I have to let them dry for a while. So that point when it's ready to put back together is called leather hard. It's not dry, but it's not too soft. So the next step would be for me to take the first pot that I made and put it back on the wheel. And then I have to, something called scoring and slipping, more words. You score and slip so that the 2 pieces will stick together. You know, smooth the surface, maybe by sponge, and smooth it so you can't see where it was put together. And then it's going to be ready to put the handle on. So that's called pulling a handle. So the next step would be for me to sculpt the slouch's face on the jug. Once I have it all together, I take the jug and it's going to have to dry. And it should dry for a while. Because I don't want it to blow up in the kiln. I'm going to fire it in my kiln. So cook it.
So you have to get all the moisture out of it.
Have to get all the moisture out of it, and that's called bone dry. I put it in my kiln and I fire the kiln up to about 1800 degrees. And then I let it cool, usually for a day. And then I go back into the kiln, take the pot out. This is where I would start to glaze the pot. The glaze will make the pottery turn to like a glass with colors. I put it back in and I fire it for probably 12 hours. And I fire it this time a little bit hotter. I fire it this time to about 2200 degrees. The only thing left to do at that point is to paint the face of the slouch. Normally I'd use glaze, but in this case I decided to use some acrylics so I could get some nice bright colors.
Well, it came out very, very nicely.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank you for a very interesting day. But I got to get back to the jail. I got a whole bunch of work I got to get done. And I guess I'll be taking my slouch jug and being on my way.
Well, let me get this out of your way.
Oh! Oops! Lord Alfred, now what?
Don't worry, Sheriff. I'll fix it. I'll get the pedestal back up, good as new. Abracadabra, jugus and abra.
That doesn't look like a slouch jug to me.
Don't worry, Sheriff. I'll fix it.
Well, okay. I'll tell you what. I'll be over here while you work on it. Let me know how you do. I'll take the, ooh, looks like a sausage muffin. I'll take that.
Don't worry, Sheriff. I'll fix it.
Yeah. I got this. This is good. You just work on that. Well, everybody, that's it for today. And I'd like to thank you for joining me today in the town of Whimsy. And though I didn't get my slouch jug, well, at least I got me a sausage muffin. I love these things. Oh, it's a good one. Good job, Alfred.
I'll get this. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Put it together. He's got to go.
Where am I? Oh no, it's Lord Alfred. And right at lunchtime too. Not again. I'm hungry.
Getting closer.
Oh, what's that I smell? A sausage muffin, perhaps?
Snakes and lizards. Gators, gizzards. Oh, that's disgusting.
I know a buddy of mine who makes these things. Has a store. You know, I should go visit him one day.
Goat-made cheeses, fix the pieces.
Thanks again for joining me today, and I hope your day won't be as crazy as mine was. We'll see you next time on the Children's Corner.
That's not a jug, but at least it's a mug. Roses are red, violets are blue, pottery pieces come together with glue. It's a jug. Not the right jug, but it's a jug. Hey, Sheriff, I got a jug.
Where do you go?
We're gonna go to the Children's Corner.
Tell me, where do you go?
We're gonna go to the Children's Corner.
Where do you go?
We're gonna go to the Children's Corner.
Just where do you go?